You've all settled down at last. The chairs have stopped creaking. As a matter of fact, they're not intended to give a creaking concert. And nor are they designed for you to splash with ink or carve with knives. Chairs are to be sat on. How do you sit? That question may sound funny to you because there are no laws about how you should sit. You please yourselves. Go on sitting as you were just now. You're probably in the habit of sitting like this. Well, you're quite free to do so. Or perhaps you prefer to sit like this. Don't worry, I don't want to interfere with your way of sitting. But I do want to remind you that man is the most advanced living creature and is known as a human being. Pictured here, you can see that the human being is a two-legged creature holding himself erect. What have we here, a man or a camel? It is a man. Well, I'm a man too, but I don't bend forward like that. What about you? What are you carrying on your back to make it bend? Yes, you. Do you always sit like that, even at home? What's pulling you towards the ground? The notebook or the pen? Heavy pen. Sit up straight. On a bicycle, you have to bend forward, but you needn't do it from morning to night. You can't play marbles standing bolt upright. You have to bend. But don't stay like that all afternoon. Straighten yourself sometimes. Look at this bed. Does it have to be like this? Soft mattress, high pillow, and you curled up like a worm? It's much better to sleep on a hard bed with a low pillow. Try it if you don't believe me. Otherwise you may find yourself bent like this forever. A person with strong muscles has a straight backbone. The back is elastic like a steel spring. You can develop strong muscles by performing proper exercises at school. You should do exercises at home, too, every day. Here, children are taking part in a game which is both fun and good for them. You can see the players who are slim and elastic, like springs of steel. Not everybody can play at once. Some have to stand and watch. How do you stand? You. And you. Until now I've been talking about sitting. I forgot that some of you don't even know how to stand. Look, is this a human being or a question mark? The back is certainly shaped like one. Let's go into the gymnasium again. Here are some exercises for those who don't know how to stand. Remember to do these exercises at home as well as at school. There are many jobs where you have to stand for long periods. It's not in the least unhealthy to stand on your own feet, so long as you remember that you are a human being with 2 legs. Yes, 2 legs. A stork stands on 1 leg, but a man stands on 2. That's more like it. Now it's time to go home. But are those satchels and cases really as heavy as that? You're all bending forward as if they were full of lead. If only you could see how you're bending over your violin. Carry on, I'm not concerned about your playing. I'm not a teacher of music, and it doesn't worry me whether you play like Paganini or appear to be sawing wood. What interests me is your posture. Straighten up. The violin doesn't weigh a ton. After playing like that, you ought to do some exercises like these. This is a healthy sport. Swim as much as possible. And don't worry about your style. The most important thing is to swim. After a swim, it's good to run around. But stop, I've found something. Whose footprint is this? This is a flat foot. A person with flat feet gets tired very quickly. This means he rests a lot. Often like this. Do you remember, we've seen this type of relaxation already. Of course, there is treatment for flat feet. Exercise. You must exercise the soles of your feet. And don't forget your toes. Toes and soles spend a lot of time in your shoes. Shoes. When you bought them, you were probably influenced by their style. Did you consider how your toes would feel inside the shoes? Did you realize they might be pressed like sardines in a tin? There are exercises for toes. This one is rather amusing. Always allow your feet as much freedom as possible. They're only completely free when you go barefoot. Never mind the stones. What I've been talking to you about might seem of little importance. Possibly you think that it doesn't matter whether you sit one way or another, or stand on 1 foot or 2. But let me show you something very serious. This something develops from those things which you thought of little importance. Doctors call it deformity. Now that you've seen those pictures, perhaps you'll understand that I'm not joking. It does matter whether you sit like this or stand like that. Guard your health. Eat well, both at school and at home, and eat foods that make for a well-balanced diet. Take an interest in your personal health. Make a habit of doing exercises every morning. Play hard. Run. Run in the fresh air and in the sunshine. Go on. You've all settled down at last. The chairs have stopped creaking. As a matter of fact, they're not intended to give a creaking concert. And nor are they designed for you to splash with ink or carve with knives. Chairs are to be sat on. Well, you're quite free to do so. Or perhaps you prefer to sit like this. Now, don't worry, I don't want to interfere with your way of sitting. How do you sit? That question may sound funny to you because there are no laws about how you should sit. You please yourselves. Go on sitting as you were just now. You're probably in the habit of sitting like this.